Welcome back today. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, specifically the Jefferson nickel. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 most valuable Monticello Jefferson nickels coins that are not just currency, but also treasures worth thousands of dollars. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, stay tuned as we uncover the history, rarity, and market values of these remarkable coins. Let's get started. First up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel, minted in 1940 with the coveted S mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, you're going to love this episode. We're breaking down everything you need to know about this coin, especially if you have one in extra fine condition. Let's start by understanding why the 1940 S Jefferson nickel is so special, how to identify it, and its market value today in 2024. The Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938, was created to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and to commemorate his estate, Monticello, which is depicted on the reverse side. The S mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint. In 1940, less than 40 million of these nickels were produced at this mint, making them scarcer than their Philadelphia or Denver counterparts. This lower mintage makes the S-marked coins more desirable for collectors today. The San Francisco Mint only produced around 39.7 million Jefferson nickels in 1940, compared to 176 million from the Philadelphia Mint. Coin collectors use a grading scale to determine a coin's quality and market value. Coins that are well preserved hold higher values. A 1940 S nickel in extra fine condition means it has only light wear on the highest points of the design, but the details are still sharp and clear. Check for details like Jefferson's hair, the lines of Monticello, and crisp lettering on both sides of the coin. In this grade, the coin still retains much of its original luster. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Collectors will pay a premium for coins in this condition. Alright, here's the big question. What's the value of a 1940 S Jefferson nickel in today's market? As of 2024, a nickel in extra fine condition can sell anywhere between $305,000 depending on its luster, strike quality, and overall eye appeal. While that may not sound like a fortune, keep in mind that this is for a common circulated coin. If you find a higher grade example, like an uncirculated one, you could be looking at upwards of $600,000. If you're looking to sell your 1940 S Jefferson nickel, there are several routes you can take. You can approach a reputable coin dealer, list it at a local auction, or sell it through online platforms like eBay or specialized coin forums. Just remember to get your coin graded by a professional before selling if you think it might be in an even higher condition than extra fine. So, there you have it. The 1940 S Jefferson nickel is a hidden gem in the coin world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just getting started, this coin offers an affordable entry point into numismatics with a solid potential for value growth in the future. Next up, the 1974 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about what makes this nickel so special, you've come to the right place. First, let's talk about the Jefferson nickel itself. This iconic coin was first issued in 1938, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse. Designed by Felix Schlag, this nickel was part of a redesign intended to replace the Buffalo nickel. The reverse side features a depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which is where the coin gets its name. Over the decades, the design has remained relatively unchanged, with a few notable exceptions. The 1974 version is particularly interesting because it was minted during a time when the US was experiencing inflation and significant economic changes. Now, let's get into the specifics of the 1974 nickel. This coin was minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The D mint mark indicates that this particular nickel was produced in Denver. The minting process for nickels involves a lot of precision, and coins that come out in extra fine condition are quite sought after. Speaking of condition, let's discuss what it means for a nickel to be in extra fine condition. Coins in this grade typically show only slight signs of wear, with most of the original details still intact. You'll want to look for features such as clear lines and a well-defined Monticello. Coin grading is essential for determining the value, so if you have a 1974 D Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition, you're holding onto a coin that's not only a piece of history, but also a valuable collectible. So, what is the current market value of a 1974 D Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition? As of now, these coins can range from around $270,000, depending on the demand and the collector's interest. However, rare variants or those with unique characteristics can fetch much higher prices. Many collectors are particularly interested in coins that are graded higher, like about uncirculated or mint state, which can significantly increase the value. For example, in uncirculated condition, this nickel could potentially sell for $400,000 or more. If you're looking to buy or sell your 1974 D Jefferson nickel, there are several avenues you can explore. Coin shops, online auction sites, and collector shows are great places to start. Just be sure to do your research and understand the market before making any transactions. In conclusion, the 1974 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark is more than just a 5-cent piece, it's a collectible with historical significance and market value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keeping an eye on coins like this one can be both exciting and rewarding. Next up, the 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about coins, stick around as we explore its significance, features, and current market value. Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, symbolizing his contributions to American history. In 1962, the mint produced over 97 million Jefferson nickels, but only a fraction of these were struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. Now, let's talk about the features of the 1962 Monticello nickel. This coin is made of a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a distinctive silver-like appearance. The obverse displays a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson, and the inscription reads Liberty along with the year of minting. On the reverse, you'll see the image of Monticello with the words Monticello and E pluribus unum inscribed, along with the denomination 5 cents and the mint mark D beneath Monticello. Collectors particularly look for coins in very good condition, where details are still clear and the coin exhibits minimal wear. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. The grading system ranges from poor to perfect mint state. A 1962 Jefferson nickel in very good condition means the coin has well-defined features but may show signs of circulation, like scratches or slight wear. Collectors value these coins more if they're well preserved. In fact, the better the condition, the higher the price and the market value. As of today, a 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark in very good condition can fetch anywhere from $90,000. However, if you have a coin in better condition, such as fine or extra fine, the value can rise significantly, reaching up to $280,000 or more. Explored the 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the value and history of your coins can enhance your collecting experience. Next up, the 1980 Monticello Jefferson nickel. But this isn't just any nickel, we're talking about a rare variety featuring an era mint mark that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. So, grab your magnifying glass. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. The nickel has seen various design changes and modifications over the decades, but today we're focusing on the 1980 release. Now, let's talk about the specifics of the 1980 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, where it is typically marked with a P mint mark. However, the coin we're highlighting today has a fascinating error. It features a missing or misplaced mint mark, leading to its increased desirability and value among collectors. Error coins are a hot topic in the numismatic community. In the case of the 1980 Monticello nickel, the error occurs when the mint mark is either missing or incorrectly placed on the coin. This can happen due to a variety of reasons, including malfunctioning equipment or human error during the minting process. These types of errors can significantly affect the coin's value. In general, coins with such errors are more sought after, leading to higher prices on the market. A standard 1980 nickel is worth 5 cents, but when it has a rare mint mark error, its value skyrockets. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the value of the 1980 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the error mint mark. Depending on the condition and the nature of the error, these coins can fetch anywhere from $700,000 or more at auction or through private sales. Coins in good condition are typically valued lower on the scale, while those graded fine or higher can see a significant jump in their price. If you're looking to buy or sell these coins, there are several avenues you can explore. Online auction sites like eBay often have listings for error coins, where you can find everything from well-preserved specimens to those in need of restoration. Additionally, coin shows and local dealers can provide a hands-on approach for buying and selling your coins. In conclusion, the 1980 Monticello Jefferson nickel with an error mint mark is more than just a 5-cent piece. It's a treasure for collectors and an interesting part of numismatic history. Next up today, we're diving into a coin that many people overlook but can carry surprising value: the 1962 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark. If you've got one of these tucked away, you might be sitting on a small fortune. First things first, let's talk about what makes this coin special. This nickel was minted in 1962 at the Denver Mint, which is what the D mint mark stands for. These nickels are part of the Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. The Jefferson nickel features an iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse or front side of the coin, designed by Felix Schlag. On the reverse, you'll find the image of Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home. For collectors, the appeal of these nickels is their long-standing historical value and the interesting variations in mint marks, conditions, and years. So, why focus on the 1962 D Jefferson nickel? Well, as with any collectible coin, there are a few factors that can drive up its value. We'll be talking about the 3 most important ones: condition, rarity, and demand. Condition is one of the first things collectors look at. Is your nickel well circulated and worn down, or does it still have crisp details and a nice shine? In coin collecting terms, this is called the grade. Today we're focusing on coins in fine condition, which means the coin shows some wear but retains most of its major details. Nickels in fine condition have noticeable wear on Jefferson's hair and cheek, but his portrait is still clearly visible. The Monticello building on the reverse side will also show some wear, but the lines should still be visible. If your coin falls into this category, you're already in a better position than someone with a heavily worn nickel. Next, let's talk about rarity. In 1962, the Denver Mint produced over 280 million Jefferson nickels, so at first glance, it might not seem like these coins are rare. However, over the decades, many of these nickels have been lost, damaged, or heavily worn. Finding a 1962 D in fine condition or better can be challenging, especially for those looking to complete their Jefferson nickel collections. The D mint mark indicates it was struck in Denver. While it's not the rarest mint mark for this series, it still holds value, especially if the condition is good and there are minimal blemishes. Now, onto the part everyone wants to know about: the value. So how much is a 1962 D Jefferson nickel in fine condition worth today? In today's market, a 1962 D Jefferson nickel in fine condition generally sells for around $60,000, but if you have a nickel in even better condition, like extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can go up to $100,000 or more. And for those with an exceptional coin graded by a professional service, values can soar as high as $150,000. This is a coin that you might find just lying around in your change or a family coin jar. And for collectors looking to complete a set, that D mint mark could make all the difference. Another thing to keep in mind is that the value of coins like this can increase over time. As more collectors seek high-quality Jefferson nickels, their scarcity will naturally increase, which could raise their market value. So, what should you do if you have a 1962 D Jefferson nickel? First, check its condition. If it's in fine or better condition, you might want to hold onto it or get it graded by a professional. You can sell these nickels through coin shops, online marketplaces, or at coin shows where collectors are always on the lookout for rare or well-preserved pieces. Next up, the 1960 Monticello Jefferson nickel, featuring the D mint mark and a fascinating yellow-toned color. If you have one of these in your collection, you may be sitting on a hidden treasure. First, let's talk a little bit about this coin's history. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938, and the 1960 version is no exception. The obverse or front side shows Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, while the reverse features his famous home, Monticello. What's particularly interesting about this 1960 nickel is the D mint mark, indicating that it was produced at the Denver Mint. Denver-produced coins tend to be in high demand among collectors, and this specific year is no different. Now, let's focus on the key feature that makes this coin unique: the D mint mark. You'll find it right next to Monticello on the reverse side. The Denver Mint produced about 160 million of these coins, but not all of them were created equal. One of the things that can greatly increase the value of a coin like this is its condition and any unusual features. This particular coin has a distinctive yellowish tone to it. While this coloring might occur due to natural oxidation over time or specific environmental factors, it gives the coin a unique look that can attract collectors. Yellow-toned Jefferson nickels, especially from 1960, are considered quite rare. This could be due to various factors like exposure to certain elements or improper storage conditions. Whatever the reason, this type of patina gives the coin added appeal in the numismatic community. Coins that have been well preserved with minimal wear and a sharp strike can be worth significantly more. If your 1960 Jefferson nickel is in mint state condition, you could be looking at anywhere from $420,000 depending on the market. But wait, that's for a standard issue. For rarer coins with special toning, like the yellow shaded one we're focusing on today, the value can skyrocket. Some toned Jefferson nickels have sold at auction for upwards of $450,000 and sometimes even more. Keep in mind, this is often for coins with exceptional toning and that have been graded by professional services. Speaking of grading, it's always a good idea to have your coins professionally graded if you think they could be valuable. Professional coin grading services will give you an official grade, which can significantly increase your coin's marketability and price. So, what's the market value today for a 1960 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark and a yellow tone? In most cases, if your coin is in circulated condition, you're probably looking at a few dollars. However, if your coin has that unique toning and is in mint state, it could fetch anywhere from $330,000 or more. Market trends fluctuate, but toned coins continue to gain popularity with collectors. To recap, the 1960 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark is already a collector's favorite. But if your coin has that unusual yellow tone, you could be in for a pleasant surprise when it comes to its value. Be sure to get it graded and keep an eye on auction prices. Your coin might just be the next one to attract high bids. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1957. If you're holding one of these in your collection, especially in extra fine condition, you might be sitting on a valuable treasure. The Monticello Jefferson nickel, which features a profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the iconic Monticello on the reverse, was minted from 1938 until 2003. The design is not only significant because it represents our third president, but also because it reflects American history and values. Thomas Jefferson was not only a founding father, but also a proponent of liberty and democracy. His estate, Monticello, is a symbol of his legacy. This nickel not only commemorates him, but also serves as a piece of history you can hold in your hand. Now, let's talk about the specifics of the 1957 Jefferson nickel. Unlike some coins that can have numerous varieties, the 1957 nickel has a few notable features to look for. The absence of a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, which is the most common version of this coin. In the world of coin collecting, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. The 1957 Jefferson nickel can be found in various conditions, from good to uncirculated. However, for collectors, the sweet spot is in extra fine condition. So, what exactly does extra fine mean? A coin graded as extra fine will show minor wear, but will still have clear and defined details. The high points of the design will be smooth, and you'll be able to see the intricacies of Jefferson's profile as well as the Monticello building clearly. As of today, a 1957 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in extra fine condition can command a price significantly higher than its face value of 5 cents. Depending on market demand and the specific qualities of your coin, it could be worth anywhere from $500,000 or more. But why the fluctuation? The numismatic market can be quite dynamic. Factors like collector interest, rarity, and condition all play significant roles. The 1957 nickel may not be the rarest coin, but its historical significance and collectability contribute to its value. For collectors, attending coin shows or auctions can be an excellent opportunity to buy, sell, or trade Jefferson nickels. You might find other collectors who share your passion and can provide insights into the market. If you own a 1957 Jefferson nickel or any coin in your collection, it's essential to take proper care of them. Store your coins in protective holders and avoid cleaning them, as this can diminish their value. A little care goes a long way in preserving their condition. In conclusion, the 1957 Monticello Jefferson nickel is more than just a piece of change, it's a slice of American history that carries value among collectors. If you have one in extra fine condition, it's worth taking a closer look at what you have. Next up, the 1969 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark. If you've got one of these coins, you might be sitting on a little treasure. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 and has gone through several design changes over the years. The 1969 nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the iconic Monticello building on the reverse. 1969 coins were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, but today we'll specifically focus on the Denver minted coins, marked with a D on the reverse. 1969 D Jefferson nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.21 mm in diameter. This coin is part of the larger series known as the Jefferson nickels, which were originally designed by Felix Schlag. Design showcases not just Jefferson himself but also his Virginia home, Monticello, reflecting his deep appreciation for architecture and design. Now, when it comes to determining the value of your 1969 D Jefferson nickel, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state. For the 1969 D nickel, if your coin is in extra fine condition, it will display slight wear on the high points, but will retain much of its original luster. It should have clear details and minimal scratches. Coins in this condition are highly sought after by collectors. So, how much is this coin worth? As of today, the market value for a 1969 D Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition typically ranges from $200,000. However, depending on demand and collector interest, this value can fluctuate. Coins in mint state condition can fetch even higher prices, sometimes upwards of $400,000 or more. If you're interested in collecting these nickels, here are some tips. Always store your coins properly to avoid damage. Use coin holders or albums that keep moisture out. When examining your coins, use a magnifying glass to check for any unique features or imperfections that could increase their value. Additionally, keep an eye on the market trends, join coin collecting forums or groups to stay updated on what collectors are looking for. In conclusion, the 1969 D Monticello Jefferson nickel is a fantastic coin for both novice and experienced collectors. Its historical significance, along with its potential value, makes it a worthy addition to any collection. If you have one, be sure to check its condition and see what you might have in your hands. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1960 with the D mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of this coin, you're in the right place. Let's explore its history, features, and current market value, especially in extra fine condition. So grab your magnifying glass. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, created to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The coin features a profile of Jefferson on the obverse, while the reverse showcases his iconic estate, Monticello. This design was chosen to reflect Jefferson's love for architecture and his significant contributions to American history. In 1960, the Mint produced a substantial number of nickels, but what sets the 1960D version apart? Well, it was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the D Mint mark. This nickel is part of a series that continued to be popular among collectors due to its historical significance and the elegant design inspired by Jefferson himself. Let's take a closer look at the 1960D Jefferson nickel. This coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing in at 5 grams and measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, you'll see Thomas Jefferson's bust facing left, surrounded by the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year 1960. Flip the coin over and you'll find the reverse showcasing Monticello, Jefferson's estate, with the inscriptions "Monticello, e pluribus unum," and the denomination 5 cents. What's important to note is the overall condition of the coin. For collectors, the grading system plays a significant role in determining value. A coin in extra fine condition will exhibit slight wear on the highest points of the design, but overall, it should still have clear details and minimal scratches. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1960D Jefferson nickel, especially in extra fine condition. As of today, this coin can be worth significantly more than its face value. While a nickel is worth 5 cents, in extra fine condition, this coin can sell for anywhere between $270,000. However, the price can vary based on demand, collector interest, and the specific grading of the coin. If you happen to have one in mint state, or if it's part of a special collection, the value can soar even higher, reaching upwards of $310,000 or more. For those who are serious collectors, always keep an eye on coin auctions and reputable dealers to get the best price for your coin. Next up, the 1961 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D Mint mark. This little coin packs a lot of value, especially if you're lucky enough to find it in fine condition. So, let's explore what makes this nickel special and why it might be worth more than you think. The Jefferson nickel, introduced in 1938, features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and on the reverse, it showcases Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia. The 1961 coin we're focusing on today is significant for several reasons. The obverse features Jefferson facing to the left, with Liberty inscribed above his head and the year 1961 below. On the reverse, you'll see Monticello surrounded by the words "E pluribus unum" and 5 cents. The D Mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1961, the U.S. Mint produced over 113 million Jefferson nickels, but only a portion of those had the D Mint mark. Minting in Denver often results in a slightly different finish compared to coins minted in Philadelphia, giving them their own unique characteristics. Now, let's get into the condition and value. Coins are graded on a scale, and fine condition generally means that the coin shows some wear but retains its essential details. On a Jefferson nickel, this means that Jefferson's facial features are visible, though not as sharp as they would be on an uncirculated coin. In fine condition, a 1961 D Jefferson nickel can be worth anywhere from $300,000 depending on demand and the specific details of the coin. However, if your coin is in better condition, it could fetch even higher prices. Coins graded higher, such as very fine or uncirculated, can command prices upwards of $600,000 or more. But what really impacts the value of these coins in today's market? Factors include rarity, collector demand, and overall condition. While the 1961D isn't the rarest nickel out there, it's a favorite among collectors, especially those focused on Jefferson nickels. Recent auctions and sales show that certain 1961D nickels in excellent condition can sell for over $300,000, for instance, in some recent online auctions. 16 examples have been listed for as much as $500,000. It all depends on how many collectors are looking for that particular coin at any given time. If you have a 1961 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D Mint mark, check its condition carefully. Look for wear on the edges, the clarity of the details, and any potential blemishes. This can significantly influence its value. So there you have it. 1961 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D Mint mark is not just another 5-cent piece. In fine condition, it holds a respectable value and is a great addition to any coin collection. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting content. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.